we are going to discuss about the timing diagram corresponding to this instruction STAXRP. RP may be the register space BC or DE. So whenever this instruction is executed, the content of accumulator is transferred to the location specified by this register pair. The possible instructions are STAXB and STAXD. Let's consider STAXB timing diagram. Whenever we are converting this instruction into machine code, the machine code size is only 1 byte. The machine code, that is opcode of the instruction, is 02, which is assumed to be saved in location 3000. And I need to move the content of accumulator into location 5000. So BC register pair point this location 5000. So B content is 50 and C register content is 00. So during execution, microprocessor need to take this opcode into instruction register. That process is opcode fetch. Then 8085 will recognize it need to execute memory write in order to save the content of accumulator into the location specified by BC register pair. So in order to complete the execution of this instruction, it requires two machine cycle, opcode fetch and memory write machine cycle. Coming to the first machine cycle, that is opcode fetch, program counter places the memory address. What is the address? 3000 on address bus and address data bus. That is, address bus carries higher order address, that is PCH 30, and low order address, that is 00, is handled by AD bus. So this machine cycle is required for reading the opcode, that is 02, from location 3000 into instruction register for decodation and further process. Coming to the timing diagram, first of all we need to draw this clock signal. During first, second and third clock cycle, address bus carries this higher order address, that is 30, and during first clock cycle only low order address is handled by address data bus. During second and third clock cycle it is free. So 8085 activate ALE active signal during first clock cycle of every machine cycle in order to latch this low order address as the output of external latch during second and third clock cycle. So that process is known as demultiplexing. As in T2 and T3, AD bus is free. So whenever RD bar signal goes low during second clock cycle, the opcode which is available in this location HOA and LOA, that is 3000, that is transferred from that location into address data bus. Then during T3, whenever RD bar signal goes high, the data which is now available in address data bus, that is transferred into instruction register. During T4, this opcode is get decoded and MUP recognize that it need to do memory write machine cycle also. So coming to memory write machine cycle, here you need to note this transition from one machine cycle to another machine cycle. Now address to be loaded in address bus is the content of BC register pair. That is, higher order address is obtained from higher order register and low order address is obtained from low order registers of specified register pair. The content of accumulators are then stored into the addressed memory location, that is the content of BC register pair. For that, we need to use WR bar signal. During second clock cycle, when WR bar signal goes low, the data which is available in accumulator is transferred to this location which is pointed by BC register pair. Then whenever WR bar signal goes high during third clock cycle, the data which is now available in data bus is transferred to the memory location pointed by BC register pair. Thus, memory write machine cycle is required for writing data from microprocessor, that is accumulator, to the addressed memory location which is pointed by BC register pair. It is to be noted that here the content of B register is 50 here and here it is 00, so that this indicates the location 5000. And finally, the content of accumulator is loaded into this location.